I guess I could use it. So pretty much this is you logging in. This is the process, the first piece of it where you go and upload. Let me go ahead and change. That would be under Evie, right? But right now I can go under you, George, and upload it.
No,
Is
right
that
now,
okay?
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, right now the
Okay.
Expensify is logged in under community wellness again. So I guess I still have access to that.
No, but 60. Oh, wait, no, that's Chris's.
Yes.
Let me upload it under Chris then.
Okay.
I just can't remember who. All right, let me. Right, so I'm gonna go down here. So this is Chris going in to his account. Going back to George, we said export transaction. This is our general just way of how everybody does it for just BB&T uploads. I know that George is asking everyone to do the weekly, but this is just like the general way for us that we have it for everybody else to do it. So you go in there, you do the export, you go look for the current month. We're doing May, so May 1. And right now we'll do it up until the 8th. And this one, it's already preset to upload this way, CSV. Then you export. And as George was mentioning, the details are already in there with the post date, so you wouldn't have to add those in. And so what I typically do or have been doing for those that don't do it themselves, Caroline's really, really good with doing it. She's pretty much has mastered how to upload these things. So you're more than welcome to reach out if you ever get stuck and I'm not around. So what I do is, because it's like 15 or 22 accounts that I have to work with, next to the account, I'm gonna say Chris, Charles. And then what I typically do is I have this file that I save it under, I'll do it on your desktop for now, George.
Sure.
I'll save it on his desktop. And the way that I have labeled my folder where I save it, I say BB&T 2019, BB&T 2020, and inside I do it by month for each, and just to keep record of each one.
And you can definitely your weekly audits with your uploads with what she's doing now together, if that's easier.
And so you're saving it to a safe place. And now you see it here. You'll open it up. Here are your transactions. Let me just I'm trying to like open it so you can actually see the description, but what did I do?
Oh, it's probably because they're not posted yet. Oh, there it goes.
No, there it is. I did something. I must have done something. Okay. So you see how's the detail and everything here? This is how it's going to show when you upload it. All right, so you got your transaction dates here, description, the amounts. You see where it says daily posted balances? This piece here you can totally just delete. You don't need that.
You also don't need them for the weekly audits as well.
You don't delete it. So here are all your transactions that so far are expense. So sometimes when George was saying that when you request us to put funds into your account because you're running low, because you have a big purchase projected to come and you need that money in there, you'll see a line item that says online transfer, and it'll show like 2,000 or 3,000 or whatever. Make sure you delete it. You don't want to include that into the upload. I don't have an example here, but when you see it there, it'll read something like transfer online checkings to something like that, and it's going to be like you'll recognize it immediately because you're doing the request. Make sure you delete those. Anytime you have like a return item, well, actually, let me go ahead and do that because I'll go ahead and show that once I upload and Expensify. So here are all your items. This is how I self-check myself. I go ahead and highlight all my expenses. I see that the sum is about, was it 544? So when I do my upload and Expensify, I better see 544. If not, something happened, something didn't come through. So that's what I'm expected to see. I'm saving it because I made a few little tweaks there. Now I'm going to go into an Expensify.
Which should be in the middle there. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so and George, you have Copilot access from Chris?
Yes, so you're already under community wellness under Chris's.
No, this is you.
Yeah, but if you look down there, it says community wellness. So if you go to the reports, you can see all of my old reconciles.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go under you. Let me see, hold on.
So you go under
I wanted to show them how to do this next step to upload, because if I do it right now here under you, it won't go under Chris, it's gonna hit yours.
Even if I'm in the community wellness.
Yeah, remember he has to give you Copilot access. You know how you see how I see Caroline, Diego, Evie? I should be able to see Chris here to click inside of his. Like if I were to go Diego right now.
Just put it in Diego's for the sake of this example.
Okay, so we're gonna put it on Diego. So we're gonna know not to do anything with Diego's. And then I go here, you see where it says settings, and then you see account. You see where it says credit card import. You click there, and then you see import transactions from file. That's what you want. That's where you want to go ahead and do your upload. You click that, upload. Here, it's going to ask you to go find where did you put the saved upload, and we saved it under George's desktop, and we labeled it Chris. And now you look for it, and you open. Here's you have a drop down where it says default layout. Always use, it might be labeled BB&T, whatever your 4-digit account is, or it might be labeled just like this, education mapping, but never use the mint.com or default. Don't ever use those. You click on that, and then here you're going to see that the expense is already showing up. You see where it says transactions are reimbursable? Always, always, always make sure that that is not checked. If for whatever reason this transactions are reimbursable is checked, uncheck it, because this is only to record your expenses and reconcile for it. You're not getting reimbursed for it like directly. So make sure it's always, always unchecked. Once you've checked that it's not checked, you see where it says add expense, you click on that, and you're gonna get like a prompt. You see where it says file successfully added? That means that everything has been now added. You go to expenses now. And I'm gonna go up here and search May so that it can only pull up May transactions. And here we are. Here is the next step of where all you have to do is upload your receipt and label it. So the hard part is pretty much done. And how you self-check to make sure that the number that you uploaded is the same showing on Expensify, you see where it says date. Click that, and it'll automatically click all the items at once. And you see it on the very top, right on the very top, it says 15 expenses selected, total 544.30. That's how you self-check. That's how you know all your upload expenses went through. So once you've checked and compared the upload you did originally and it matches what's now in Expensify, you see where it says add to new report, right there, add to report. You drop down, new report. And now you go to reports. And here it is, 544.30.
Okay.
So I am going to have everyone to please always, when you're doing this, make sure you label this like this all the time, because it makes it easier for us to know what account is being reconciled and what time frame.